Hi everyone. I'm on here to just show you something really interesting about um, some future technology that's happening right now. And I mean, it will be improved in the future, of course. And this is from Carnegie Mellon right here. And I just learned about CADMs. So these are it's short for Claytronics and atoms, and they're super, super, super tiny, and they basically it's called programmable matter, and you'd be really surprised. And when you think about chemtrails and some of the things that we see around, this could really be part of it. So we can marvel at all the things that are in the sky and all these shapes, but when you learn about catoms, then you can see that these things can be programmable, and they could be projected into the sky. In fact, just now I'm thinking I did have a little lead on some kind of helium balloons that would release catoms, and then they link up. But you'll see, you'll be able to imagine what can be done with these and maybe do some of your own research. I typed in catoms like this, and let's see if when I typed it in, a bunch of things came up like that. Okay, I did put in catoms, chemtrails, and I found a site that had that, but the account was suspended. Catoms intelligence. So check around for catoms, and you'll see some different universities, different research places, but Carnegie Mellon is really the main one. But have a look at this. So there are lots of different videos, and if you just look around a little bit, there is nothing to hide. They are doing things, and you can put two and two together, you know. And look at this. Here is a video. I mean, things are so tiny, you know. We have like quantum dots, we have nanotechnology, but catoms are programmable, and they all link together, and they can even be programmed to change colors. So maybe the shapes that we see in the sky that sometimes are angular or geometric, and they're also changing colors, they are programmed. It makes perfect sense, because I do have a video, or I have a picture of a symmetrical cloud that I just couldn't figure out, but when I see this, it makes sense. And also, one guy at Carnegie Mellon, I think his name is Seth Goldstein, he expected this technology to take off like in 50 years, but now it's down to 2 years. And maybe he said that 2 years ago. So it's all so rapid, and all this integration with human beings and everything. So you got to check it out. It's really cool. But look at this spelling out DARPA. So these are the programmable matter and claytronic atoms. So DARPA funds Carnegie Mellon, and Intel is also in on this. So pretty cool. And a lot of times you're hearing lectures or hearing people talk, mostly when they talk about it, though, they say, oh, we want to help people. It's for if people are trapped in rubble, you know, it can change shape, it can flatten out and slither under a door. But when you think about surveillance, it's will be used equally as much for surveillance and control, of course. But this one, okay, here are cadams finding other cadams. Now, if you think about these in the sky and moving and morphing, because this is morphing matter. This one especially is cool. And you can imagine this as the white cloud forms. And maybe they're playing, let's make a beautiful cloud. Let's make the edges pink and yellow and blue. They can make rainbows because the color is programmable. So if you look into this a little bit more, they can turn like a chair into a chaise lounge. They can turn your, in the future, I don't know if they're doing it now, your phone into a computer, then your computer back into a phone. I mean, it is really crazy. I don't know if this is the one about the car that just comes up out of, it's like comes up out of sand and then goes back in. Let's see if, well, I haven't watched this one before. Come on. But you can go find these for yourself. Carnegie Mellon. I don't know why I keep stopping.
Imagine a technology.
Okay, just it needs to load. But go to Carnegie Mellon and type in cadams and go to their website and you'll see how cool it really is. Okay, all right, here's another one. This website is the Transhumanist website, and on this website you're going to see all kinds of things about the becoming cyborgs and merging with humans, technology merging with humans, and this is the IEET. So all the main transhumanists are here. So you can look at that, and it's pretty much up-to-date stuff. And you can even read some really great articles like people who want to be cyborgs so much. There's this woman who's been writing about transhumanism and singularity for about 4 years. She just graduated from university in 2007, and she wrote an article on elective amputation, where people will want to change their legs to cyborg legs so they can run faster, kind of like Oscar Pistorius, or I forgot his name exactly, I didn't watch him, but that is so crazy. Can you imagine electively amputating your limbs? And so here's Intel Claytronics, programmable matter. You've got to see this. You've got to see this. And remember, time is moving fast. Okay, here's the Air Force Research Laboratory. And all these, what are these shapes called? Anyway, they're like arrows, delta. So these are the, insignia, I don't know, I forget, sometimes I forget words. So the history of the Air Force Research Lab, they've all been combined into one now, and they used to have several different ones all over the world. And here they are. But look, don't they all look like chemtrails and, you know, electricity? It's all about controlling the weather and moving forward with that. I like this one here where there's this, a genie pyramid. So can learn a lot on this side, and they need engineers. So if you want to go to work for Air Force Research Lab, because the guys are retiring, I read about it in here, and there aren't enough engineering students to replace them. So look down here, they have different departments, they call them directorates. Directed Energy Directorate. So they'll tell you about their progress, laser development. It's fun to research this stuff, and I think people need to in order to keep up. Because otherwise, we're just like little ants down here and so naive while they're doing all these sophisticated things. But we can know what they're doing. Not everything, but you can get an idea. So there's microwave technologies. Here's a Dazzler weapon. Now what does that do? It's a defense laser. It uses chemical oxygen iodine laser. Holy smokes. Laser Dazzlers. Human Performance Wing. Oh my goodness. Information Directorate. So have a look at some of these things. You will be amazed. And then here is the Making a Virus in the Laboratory. This is UCLA, the Virus Research Group. They tell the history of how viruses became hexagonal, and I read a lot this morning that I wanted to put in here, but I can't even remember some places that I went. I tried to get the basic ones, but look at this. It turns out that very little is known about the radius of gyration of long molecules. Turns out that very little is known. I mean, I'm sure that there's very little known about a lot of things, but human beings are opening all these Pandora boxes, maybe with good intentions, but it will be for defense and control, for sure. So that is all I have here, just so that you're aware. But the main thing is, I think you'll have a lot of fun looking up catoms. Oh, now it's already 13 minutes have passed. I can't believe it. Just wanted to make like a 2-minute video. But remember, these things are programmable matter. They can be programmed to take shapes, to change colors, and if you read a little bit more about this, you're going to find out that they can create a human being that is exactly like you or someone you know, and that person can teleport and be a representative. You can have coffee with that person, and it's like someone's avatar through catoms. I mean, you have to read more about it to find out, and you can. I mean, they explain it. I can't possibly explain it, but so this is the guy here, and I will go. Programmable matter.
The objects you have will be infinitely more flexible. A chair will morph into a chaise or anything else you want through a new technology known as Claytronics.
Claytronics is essentially going to create a new media type. Way back from the telephone, we've had audio, which allowed us to send voice.
Okay, that's all. So go to this site, the LEET site. You find out what the transhumanists are. There's even debatable things on there where you can find out people who are a bit scared of transhumanism. But it is here. It is there. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching. God bless all of you.